Hey y'all. Okay. I'm back again because I am there's just so much information around the astrology and if I didn't know the astrology, I would probably be very scared right now. If I didn't know the astrology, I would be very worried and very concerned at the deepest parts of myself. But the astrology is so good. The astrology is so good, but it requires work on everyone's part. Like, our reality as we know it is coming undone. But you get to create your own reality, and that's the good news. That is the good news. You get to create your own reality. And the universe is eager to express through you. So if you get aligned with who you are meant to be, you are going to be fine. If you can really wake up and remember and who you are and what you're called to, and if you can get in alignment with your divine codes, you're going to be fucking fine. That's what I need to tell you. If you are where you're supposed to be, you're good. You're totally good. And so I just want to say that. I just want to say that that's the good news in all of this, right? Yes, our reality is going away. They are pumping so much fear in the world right now. But that is nonsense. There is so much goodness happening. It's all good. And so that's why I'm saying unplug, get into spaces where you can be supported in focusing your energy and focusing your mind and releasing the old, because there is so much good afoot. Oh, oh my God, yes. And it could be easy to be terrified by this stuff if you're paying too close of attention to it. But if you are doing your work and healing yourself, and so that's why it's important to know. That's why I know how the universe works, because you're not subject to anything you don't agree to. So if it's the thing that's happening now is that the universe is in the age of Aquarius. So it's honoring your uniqueness, your individuality, right? So two people can be standing right next to one another, having a very completely fucking different reality experience because their minds are in different experiences, right? And so that's true for everyone, but now more than ever, because, you'll hear people saying, I'm in one place and the weather is bad. And another person is saying, I'm in the same place and the weather is beautiful. And because of the frequency in which it comes from, they can be having two different experiences in the same understand. You know what I mean? Like the earth is really starting to honor the uniqueness of our frequency. And it's not going to be the world that it used to be, y'all. This sounds fucking crazy, but I'm telling y'all the truth. And so it means that we have to really be willing to reprogram ourselves and understand that reality functions in a different way. You cannot see, the thing is, we have been conditioned in this reality that was based on white supremacy and fear and the patriarchy, and all of that stuff was absent nature. And that is not the real world, y'all. So all the shit we believe about life is all false. We've been lied to about everything. Everything has been, Lord, everything has been a lie, y'all. Everything has been a lie. So because everything has been a lie, you have to question everything you believe. And the act of questioning is going to realign your frequency, your way of being, your connection to reality. The act of questioning who you are and how you show up and all of that is going to begin to reprogram yourself. And you must be reprogrammed. You must. You must. Because if you're in the old reality, you're going to see people doing a lot of suffering, because when things change and go away, it's extraordinarily upsetting to the psyche, to the system. So you're watching people lose their minds, people dying, people drug addicted, people, all this sort of stuff, because they're attempting to cope with the energetic frequencies, but they don't understand that it's a state of mind. It's a state of consciousness. It is not anything you can do in the external world to change it. You can't change it out there. You got to change it in here. And so when they say be the change, it really is you. And as you change your mind, your consciousness, let go of old ideas, question your reality, question who you are, jump timelines, jump codes, recode, repattern yourself. As you do that, you're going to begin to have the experience that your soul designed for you to have in this reality. And this transformation is a part of what your soul designed for you to experience. This is all in the design. But if you are too focused in the old, if you can't let go, if you cannot release this shit, you will be stuck there, and you will, because of the agreement in your consciousness, you will have to experience the fallout of that, right? And so people are having a hard time, addictions, job, all that sort of stuff. But if you can get into your alignment, your agreement, your conscious awareness with your relationship to this experience, to understand who you are meant to be here, if you can get there, then you're good. You're good. You're free. You're free. And that is the work right now. To like my experience of letting go has been so deep, y'all. Like, I have had to let go of everything I ever thought I knew. I have had to let it all go. I have had to release every idea. I have had to, everything, down to my name, y'all. Down to my name. I had to let go of my name. I had to because it was all conditioning, and it was all based in fear and racism and class, all that sort of shit. And all those illusions are about to be wiped out. The whole world is about to change. And so I couldn't be in the same stuff. I had to reorganize every part of my beingness, down to how I relate to my body, down to how I think about this reality and understand it, down to how I, heal myself, down to, every fucking thing. And all I had to do was drop the lies. Everything they've told us is a lie. Everything we believe, everything, y'all, everything is a lie. And it was done to condition us, to have us giving our power away, to have us thinking that if we elect somebody, they're actually going to do something that fucking matters, to have us thinking that, because you're white, you're superior, because you're black, and all that shit is in the education system. It's in the air. We've been in it for 400 years. And so we have to take it off. You got to remove yourself from it through your consciousness, though. You don't have to leave this land. You can go if you want to. You can. That's okay. But you don't have to. You don't have to go anywhere, because the universe is going to acknowledge your frequency. And your frequency is wherever you go. So it's not them, y'all. I'm telling you, I had to get a really new story about, energy and what it means to be a black person. My affirmation notification just came through with you said, and it said, I am at peace with my past. That's powerful. That's right. Let your free yourself from it, because it was all based in stuff that wasn't real, y'all. It wasn't real. And so this has been the hardest work I've done in my life. But when I tell you now, because I understand how reality works, I understand my connection to it, I understand what I'm here to do, I'm good. I'm so good. And the universe is constantly affirming me and showing me you're like because the universe is alive, y'all. This is a living system. Everything is alive. And so it's always speaking to you. It's always directing you and guiding you. And you have to, we've been taught that it's not enough. And right now we got black men against black women and all this this stuff is all, it's just the collapse of the reality and what we believed. And we, as we question our relationship to it, the energy becomes really chaotic and high, because it's like we're kicking up the dirt. It's like we're questioning everything, and the economy is going crazy, and the political system is all of it's all up. It's all chaotic, right? But chaos is the beginning of something new. Chaos is a high sign that the power is available. And so now is the time to do the work to clear yourself of the old stuff. Let go of shit. Just let it go. Just let whoever you holding something against, just fucking stop it. Stop it. And the stories you're telling yourself about it, forgive yourself and do the practices and the rituals and let the shit go. It's based in nothing. I promise y'all. I promise you it's based in nothing. It's just all narratives that are running you because you've been told, it's just trauma. It's just regurgitated trauma. And if you let it, it's your own creation. It's you. It's you. And you're projecting the realities. And that's, as Black people, if we can just I'm telling y'all, I tell myself, I thank white people. I'm like, thank you, white people. Thank you, racism. Thank you, right? Because of those systems and that negative energy, I am so fucking powerful because I have endured and my ancestors have endured and come through the most profound things. So because of it, I have inherited so much power. Can y'all feel my power? Because I'm telling you, it's so magnetic. And that is who we are as Black people. We are the embodiment of all of the negative and the positive and the shadow. And when we can turn to ourselves and know that we are God, no matter what it looks like, no matter what happened, I am here. Like, you have to do the work to forgive yourself and really own that power in the shadow. And then you can create anything. Because they've been casting their shadow upon us. So guess what? Take it. Take that shit. And thank them for it. Thank them. And then alchemize that motherfucking energy. Alchemize it. And project the reality that has you fucking invincible and untouchable, because you are. And you have to know it, though. You got to let go of the stories. You got to understand that you can wield this motherfucking reality, because you can. You must do it. And if you don't, we're going to just be stuck in all that nonsense. It's about to be wild as fuck out there. And you don't have to, nothing can come nigh your dwelling place. You're so powerful. And if you stop giving your energy to it, it's collapsing. You can't save it. It's over. The Creator told me 16 years ago, it's obsolete. It's rotten. Everything has to be thrown out. Told me to start preparing. And here's the thing. And what was the preparation? Change your consciousness. Learn how this reality works so that you're not subject to that old lie. Because when we agree to it, when I'm like, yeah, white people did this, then I attract that into my life. Why? Because we are so powerful. We are speaking it all into existence. So I'm just walking around. I'm happy. I'm whole. My body works for me. I'm aligned. I'm enough. I'm free. Everything I touch turns to gold. All of my clients are flourishing and transforming because the universe is aligned to their consciousness and they know that they are one with all that is. Nothing can come nigh your dwelling place because the universe is honoring your individuality now. We are no longer in the age of Pisces. So who you are is up to you. What you're experiencing is up to you. It's always been that, but we didn't believe it. But now, this age of Aquarius, this and Pluto just moving into Aquarius, it is blowing the old reality out, you guys. Woo! And here's the thing. So if you must do your shadow work, you must, because you must have your power. You cannot access it if you are denying aspects of yourself. We are not subject to anything we've done. That's right. And if you are not, you must, you cannot deny any parts of yourself. You cannot deny any parts of yourself. You must be able to love every part of yourself. So I just, there's a part of me that's jealous. There's a part of me that's power hungry. There's a part I have all that stuff. And I just know that is the earth realm. That is my humanity. And I surrender it all to the highest part of myself so that I can use it and alchemize it to be of service to the world right now. So I am not at odds with who I am. Any parts of myself, I am not at odds with it. I know it. I have looked at every part of myself. And so if we can begin to really look at who we are and stop, because, this world would have us say, we need all of this stuff to exist, and you got all these, we've been conditioned into agreements that have nothing to do with why the fuck we're here. And I talk to people, it's all about love and relationship and him and her, and it's like, that is not why we're here, y'all. I'm not saying that you can't have a relationship, but I'm saying that is not. We are living through the most profound time on the planet. And you are not here to get your dick sucked or to be fucked. That's not what you're here for. It's not sufficient. You are a power center. You are a construct of consciousness, of divinity. You are so much greater than all of these human lower level things. And I'm not saying that stuff isn't a part of the experience. Yes, you get to have a good time. I'm not saying you can't have a good time. I'm not saying you can't experience pleasure. I'm saying learn the fuck how you function so your life is being utilized where every part of you is in service to who you're meant to be. Every part of you is in service to your higher self and what you're doing on the planet right now. We are moving through the most profound time on the planet, y'all. We are moving through the most profound time on the planet that humans have ever lived through. The astrology is, we've never seen the astrology. The astrology that is here right now, people have never lived through. Nobody on the planet has lived through it. We are living through something. What the fuck are you doing with your life? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And you have to set intentions. You have to get clear. You have to connect. I just had to really connect to the divine. I just had to get that there is only one relationship that matters right now, and that is my relationship with the Creator. That's it. That's it. Everything else comes through that. If it doesn't work with that, then there's nothing. There's nothing, because there is no collective center right now. There is no collective center right now. I just got the go-ahead to start an after-school club, and I'm in mixed emotion right now. Yes, there's no collective center. So we don't all have a collective center. So we have to begin to center within ourselves. Center within yourself. But when you go inside of yourself, do you know yourself? Do you know your shadow? Do you know your ancestry? Do you know your mission? Do you know your wounds? Do you know yourself? Do you know your shame? Have you looked at your shame? Have you looked at it in the face? Have you looked at your guilt? Have you looked at your self-loathing? Have you looked at it? Have you called yourself forward? Have you? You know, we have to know ourselves. That's the only way to have your power, is if you know yourself. If you know yourself, then no one can hold anything over you. Because I know that about myself. I know this about myself. Absolutely, it's triggering. It's meant to be triggering. Because under the trigger is the power. Under the trigger is the freedom. Under the trigger is your God self. You got to go under the triggers. You've got to touch your fucking pain. Own your own energy. That's right. That's right. You got to sit in the shadow. You've got to be with yourself and what comes out on the other side. Oh, I'm telling you guys, what I'm experiencing is profound. It is profound. I experience miracles every single day. Every single day. I feel like I just feel free. And I haven't figured it all out. I'm still in a process. I'm still but I'm clear that I'm creating my reality. That's what I'm clear about. I'm clear that no fucking body is doing anything to me. I'm clear about that. I'm clear that the universe is alive and that the God, the Creator, is real. And if I really believe, I'm serious, sounds so silly, but literally the universe really is conspiring with me, and I am doing things that I would have never believed I could do, but it's happening and I cannot fucking deny it. The universe, I literally step out and the earth comes up to meet me, and I'm like, wow, that worked. Okay. And I'm being directed to create all manner of things to support us in understanding how do we heal. Because here's the thing, I'm so clear. I have been preparing for this work all of my life. There has never not been a time when I haven't been getting ready for what I'm about to do now, or what's coming through me now, what God, the Creator, is going to do through me to support all of us in waking up. This is a real awakening time. But it is a process, you all. And if you don't understand that there's a process involved, it's crazy making. It is you really do have to detach from your old mindset. You have to free yourself. Nobody can free you. Nobody's coming. So, one of the easiest ways, monogamy. Monogamy is a killer. Monogamy, the monogamy mindset, the mindset that somebody else could own you. It's rooted in predatory behavior. Monogamy is usually not anchored in love, because love is freedom. That lie in and of itself has so many of us wrapped up in behaviors and belief systems that are consuming our energy, that are draining our genius, that's keeping us from being who we're really meant to be, because you are so caring about who people think you are and what people care about you. And if you're alone, like, your ideas about relationship are sucking the life out of you. I swear to God, because your sexuality is a part of your power. So if you are not able to tap into your essential sexual nature and be free, just free to let yourself be who you really are, if you cannot be free, you cannot have God. If you cannot be free in your heart, in your body, to own yourself, if you are holding yourself to some ideas of Western love, you are in prison, and the energy of the love cannot flow in you. It ain't in you. It's not. And those are old ideas that come from our mothers and our grandmothers and our great grandmothers. We need a man for this, and I need money for, like, all of the things you're holding, all those ideas are creating prisons for you. And it's not true, because the only thing that's real here is God. That's it. And God doesn't care if you are rich or poor. And here's the thing. And if you are willing to claim every part of yourself, then you can move into your own creatorship. You can create whatever you desire, but you can't be at odds with anything to live as a creator. You cannot be in the idea that anything is wrong if you're going to live as a creator. You have to understand that God is light and dark. And if you haven't claimed the light and dark within you, you are not in the ability, you won't be able to create your life. I had to recognize that as well. Giving your energy away too quick to another person or thing is exhausting. Yeah. And if you are a creator, you have to be aligned. Your feminine and masculine energy have to be aligned. You cannot create a reality if you are at odds with your mother. And I mean the energy. You have to really be energetically viable to create a reality. And we all are, because we're all creating a reality anyway. You're creating it anyway. We just have been conditioned to believe that we should, he's responsible for that, and he's responsible, and I didn't do that, and they did that. All of that stuff, that's lies, y'all. All that shit is lies. It's just you. The universe is only responding to you. You, that's it. So I just wanted to come in and say that again. It's so important for us to really learn how to be in this reality, so that you can create the reality that is for you to live, so that you don't have to be subject, because this old reality is done with. It's finished. It ain't no more. It ain't coming back. That's right. The old reality is gone, y'all. It is gone. And who you are is enough to create the most profound experience, because the universe is waiting on you to tell it, to say, here's who I am. This is right. And that's why I say, study your charts. Study, like before I studied my chart, I didn't understand, right? Because before I studied my chart, all I wanted was a husband. Oh my God, I was chasing men. I was like, man, I just didn't feel whole without a man. I just believed that I was going to be worthless without a man because that was the age that I grew up in. But when I started studying my chart, Spirit was like, that is not your function. You are not here to focus all your energy on a man. You're not here to do that. And I had to learn, I'm here to bring in a new reality. I had to learn that from my chart. And once I got, I'm a messenger. I'm here to bring a message to the masses. I'm here to help people heal. I'm here to help people wake up. And then I was like, I don't even have time for a man. I don't have time because in this culture, men generally in my age group, by the time men are 55, 60 years old, their health declines so much because of the diet. And they need somebody to take care of them. And I cannot do that. I don't have time to take care of somebody other than myself. And so that I can do the work that I'm here to do. My energy is here to generate a new reality. The divine feminine has to come on the planet, right? We have to create a new reality. And how do you create a new? From the feminine energy. So I had to learn that in my chart. And then I was like, okay. And then Spirit showing me, talking to my ancestors, help me, show me how, right? And then I realized there are divine systems in place. Like the universe has given us all the fucking tools. The ancestors, when I went to Egypt, I was like, there are tools here. Here are the tools. The retrogrades, that's how we can heal ourselves rapidly. Can you guys still hear me? We can heal from this old reality. We can heal. The universe has given us tools that will allow us to heal. So when a planet goes into retrograde, we can take that energy and reorganize how we then are in that area, right? So Mercury's going into retrograde in Taurus at the end of April, starting actually April 7th. So Mercury is the symbolism of our mind, your perception, the story you're telling yourself, right? And the story you're telling yourself is so important, you guys, because our minds are always going. If you are here on the planet right now, the mind is always going. It's always, I know my mind would just be like, that's how my mind runs, right? So I was always opinions and all that sort of stuff, and all that every story I was telling myself was becoming my reality. I was judging it and inviting it in, right? If I'm watching The Real Housewives, then my life becomes a Real Housewife experience because that's what I'm feeding my mind. And we're vulnerable to the environment. That's why we're just talking about chemtrails, because there's work to keep us energetically suppressed. There is a great effort in place to keep you asleep. There's so much effort. There's so much negativity. So I had to really clean out my environment so that I could see clearly. And then I saw the universe is always speaking. Always, right? But the retrogrades helped me realize the universe works through abundance, right? So Mercury is going to be retrograde in Taurus. The universe works. The principle of universe is abundance. That's just the way of it. That's just how it is. Always abundance, right? And so if I'm in my head, I don't have enough and why is my mind not functioning the way the universe is functioning? My trauma, my shadow, my ego. So where does that come from? Well, what's my family's relationship with money? What's my family's understanding of value? Where did I learn about value? What is value? I realize I've not been taught fucking anything about value, really, because in the school system, it wasn't taught. everything we learned was a lie. All of it is a lie. Everything is a lie. So I'm like, oh, I don't even have a real relationship with value. And then I start studying some, money, and I'm like, wow, what we've been taught about how our economic system works and is completely, like, all of this shit is lies. Like, we've been taught to just work for somebody. We've been taught to not, ask for more. We've been taught to think in terms of working for 40 hours a week. And when I realized I was shutting my energy off because I believed in things that were told to me that were false, those belief systems were then collapsing my ability to create. And so now when Mercury comes to Taurus, we can begin to reprogram ourselves while the universe is reprogramming. Do it while the universe is doing it. Do it while the constellations are doing it. That's how we relate to the universe. If we do it while the creator is doing it, then we can clean it all up. We don't have to be, we don't have to continue to suffer for a long period of time. So, smart. Yes, absolutely. It's not smart. Thank you. It's genius, because God gave me these ideas, and these ideas are genius because the creator is no joke, because the creator takes care of its own. Really, like, I spend time praying, help, show me how to do it, and been completely directed to it. So all of the classes that I teach are all to help us reprogram ourselves while the universe is doing it. And that is how we're meant to be in alignment. And so you don't have to reinvent the wheel. The universe has already said, here's what the energy is doing. Follow the energy. This is an energetic system. This is an energetic system. So that's why this old world is collapsing. Why? Because the energy of Pluto is about destruction. It's about destroying the old guard. And so it's moved into Aquarius. So that's why our old system is coming down. It's time. It's just time. That's it. I'm playing with it now, asking the universe to show me things. And it never fails. That's right. That's right. It never fails. It never fails. It is alive. It is listening. And the more you make yourself sensitive to your connection, the more you sensitize yourself to the voice, to how it shows up for you, the more you do that, like, I feel so safe. Like, all this stuff is going on, and I'm aware that it's going to change. I'm aware that it's uncertain. I'm aware of that. But I know that I'm being held. I can feel it. I can feel myself being held. So anyway, you guys, that's it. No more. I've talked a lot today. And I love y'all. And this is about to be an amazing time to be alive. Share the video. Share the video. Come join Follow the Sun. You can join in my profile link. We are there. We're doing the planetary rituals, the practices. We are doing the retrograde classes. We are, every day working with the rituals so that we can step out of the old frequencies and into the new way of being. And, it's a new day. It's a new day. It's a new day. And you don't have to, I have the codes. You don't have to do this in the old way. There are shortcuts. There are shortcuts. And I have discovered them. They have come through me. They were already there. They have come through me. I was directed to them. Like the fountain of youth. Like, I found it. I found the fountain of youth. And it's, my son said, that's the moon, mama. Yes. It's amazing, you guys. It is amazing. The level of miracles that are available. Wow. It's profound. All right, y'all. Peace and blessings. I love y'all. Have a really beautiful day. I'll talk to you later. Yes, the codes. The codes. They're in the retrogrades, y'all. The codes are in the retrogrades. And we can this year, and then I'm gonna shut up. This year we're gonna have Mercury retrograde in Taurus, Mercury retrograde in Virgo, and Mercury retrograde in Capricorn. All earth signs. So Mercury is gonna be retrograding through the earth energy. So that means that our relationship to the earth, our mind and the earth realm is going to be transformed. That's what's going to be being shifted. The way that we relate in this earth reality. And so with Mercury and Taurus, we're going to do the reprogramming around how we relate to money and our value. With Mercury and Virgo, we're going to be doing the work around relating to our body and how we move through this system in our body and our routines. And then with Capricorn, we're going to be doing the work around power, because Capricorn is about power. And so this is a big year. This is a big year for us to make a lot of changes in who we are as humans. I mean, whoever thought we'd be having these kind of fucking conversations? But we are. But we are. All right. I'll talk to you later. Bye.